Hey, peace and blessings, everybody. Gerald Hassan, the children to light their minds in the prize. First, before I get into this topic, I want you to make sure that you, if you're listening to this video on my YouTube channel, definitely subscribe, like, share. And if you're not listening to this video on my YouTube channel, make sure you go to my YouTube channel and light their minds enterprise and do the same. Okay. This topic is called unhealthy love. I want to talk to you about unhealthy love. What do I mean? What do I mean about unhealthy love? Unhealthy love is the form of love that can be intentional. Unhealthy love is a form of love that can intentionally cause you as much pain as it can intentionally cause you pleasure. And the operative term is intentional. It can intentionally cause you pain. Unhealthy love. Unhealthy love is the result of growing up, being cultivated in an environment where the idea of love is being verbally professed, but is not healthily exhibited. Cultivated in an environment where the possessor and professor of said love hurts, abuses, intentionally causes physical and emotional pain to the person whom that love is being directed to. It is a type of exhibition of love that is very selfish. A love that rewards gratification while punishing displeasure. A love that is, when displeased, desires nothing less than to make or know that the object of that love suffers. Unhealthy love. It's called unhealthy love because no one truly gets pleasure out of hurting or even seeing or knowing that a loved one is suffering. Just think of a parents, or your children. Do you get pleasure out of thinking, knowing, seeing, hearing about your parent or your child suffering, even if you are upset with them? Parents, do you even get pleasure out of whipping your child? You see, from what I understand, from my knowledge, I said it like that. From my knowledge, most parents don't even get pleasure, don't even like whipping their kids. Most parents, I know there was a time where I whipped my child and they damn made me want to cry. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that I know that there are some parents out there that definitely do not like whooping their child. And I spoke about corporal punishment in a video, some videos back. Please check it out. And anyway, I'm going to speak more on that before this video is over. But unhealthy love is definitely that, because it is the type of love that desires to, it actually gets pleasure out of seeing the said loved one suffers when the possessor of love is displeased, is hurt, is not happy with the said loved one. Infactuation is a selfish, personal, and it's all about me. Infactuation is a very like individual, it's a very like one person, individual, personal idea. You cannot bring individualism into a unit, into a relationship. Of course, you do not lose your identity, but you cannot bring concepts of individualism into a relationship, into love. Love, though, is the complete opposite of infatuation. Unhealthy love can only be cured. Unhealthy love can only be cured with self-love. One has to first reach a point to where they are truly in love with themselves. And the only way one gonna truly be able to be in love with self is to become a lover of truth. One has to get rid of arrogance, because arrogance will not allow you to be able to be grateful enough to be able to love who you are, to be appreciative enough to be able to love who you are. And don't get me wrong, I understand that there is a healthy idea of arrogance. Arrogance is needed when someone tells you you can't do something and you do it anyway in regards to being successful, in regards to being an entrepreneur. However, the ideal or concept or characteristic of arrogance, if it's exercised out of prescription, then it can be counterproductive. So one must be able to first really fall in love with self. By practicing daily, becoming truly grateful. Being truly grateful for who you are, imperfections and all that you've been through, the good and the bad, because everything that you've been through has everything to do with who you are today and who you will be tomorrow. We have to be able to reach a point to where we're able to truly be able to look into all those experiences and find how it served in who we are today, and understanding that there's no way I could be who I am today had I not went through that. Whatever reason that God had a part of my journey and path for me to go through to become who I am, then all praise is due to God. You see, that's one of the hardest things to do, and that is to be grateful for all of the experience that we have. And I say the good and the bad, but also understanding that good and bad is also a perspective. Just because one says it's bad doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It's only bad according to you. It's only bad because of the way you see it. But only God knows why he do what he do and for what reason that it happened. And that don't mean like some of the most atrocious things that happen to us is a God-sent thing and God gifted us. I'm not saying that. Nor am I trying to make this into a sermon. So my point is, strive to be truly grateful for who you are. And the only way you can be truly grateful for who you are is when you reach a point to where you can find value in your experiences. When you understand that those experiences has a lot to do with the greatness in you right now. And if you're still here and haven't given up and died yet, then there's definitely a lot of greatness in you. To get rid of this unhealthy love, we must kill arrogance, unhealthy arrogance. We must kill unhealthy ideal of arrogance, because it won't allow us to be truly grateful, nor will it allow us to be truly humble. And last but surely not least, we must strive to reach a point, and this starts now. It must become a task and journey that you embark upon right now, where we treat others how we would want to be treated. And I'm saying in the way that you think, in your personal time, in your personal space, about people you see on TV, about things you hear on the radio, about people when you driving in your car, the person in front of you, when you standing in line, the people standing over there. I'm saying the things you think about, the things you talk about to yourself or to your intimate one about others. That's what I'm talking about. And that is more greater than how you dealing with your friend. Because the way we deal with people in private, says more about us than how we deal with those in public standing right next to us. Reach a point to where we begin to check what we're thinking about and what we're whispering about, the conversation we having, the things that we saying in the car about the car that's in front of us. You see, when we reach a point to where we can check the way we are referring to others, because we know that we are turning donkey to monkey if we was ever to hear some of the stuff that people think and say about us. So if we are able to control those thoughts and correct them and think and talk accordingly in the way that we want to be thought and talked about, once we reach a point where we can do that, deal with others in the way we would love to be dealt with. Talk about others in the way that we would love to be talked about. Think about others in the way we would love to be thought about. Then, combined it with the others, will we be on that path and course of getting rid of all the unhealthy forms of love that surfaces up out of us when we're mad, pissed off, hurt, confused, disillusional, drunk, high, or whatever else. Love in its purest form and in its most healthiest form starts with us. Starts with who you are. Starts with who I am. Michael Jackson said it best. Start with the man in the mirror. Be who you feel like others are supposed to be. Not sometimes, not in some areas, but in all areas, all the time. Gerald Hassan, the Children's Enlightenment Minds Enterprise.